Hi, this is From Student to Student with Indy Hilmes, and today I'm here with two students from Maritime High School. Hi guys.
Hello.
First thing I was wondering is if you could just tell us a little bit about yourselves and your how you got here to Maritime High School.
I mean, for pretty much all of my life, I really didn't know what I wanted to do, and so this school has helped me, helped set me on a specific path that kind of helps me decide what I want to do.
As for me, I'm Aslan, just in case. How I found out about the school was actually through my godmother, because my godmother does some stuff for the government, stuff like that. Ended up catching one of the school existing. Brought up to my mom. My mom thought it was a great idea because, well, we own a boat. We used to take trips out onto the water all the time. And honestly, I thought just doing more actual work with my hands compared to just typical schoolwork, write this down, remember this, yada yada yada, that would be more interesting. And so far, I've been right on the ball about that.
My next question for you is, what does your day-to-day life look like as students at Maritime High School?
Well, so some days we will go out on FWEs, which are our fieldwork experiences. So we go out into the field, we talk with professionals, kind of learn more about the industry from people that are actually involved. What we do at school is a lot of our work so far has been focused on restoration and helping provide back to the community and give back. And so our FWEs add on to that and build off of that and kind of give us a in-depth view of how that works. We're a project-based school, so a lot of our projects are focused on how we could help the environment and just help the maritime industry as a whole.
So the way that the week is usually set up is we spend Monday and Tuesday actually here doing the typical school stuff, math, Spanish, humanities, that sort of stuff. On Wednesday and Thursday, we'll do something more specialized, usually something more clear. Our project, those are usually one of those days. That's when we have our FWEs. Sometimes we have one class going in FWE Wednesday, the other stay at school while the other goes on the FWE the next day, and the class that went the first day stays at school. That's usually the typical week for us. Just school, something interesting, catch up on all the work you missed.
Do you guys have do you have a memory or a specific experience that you've had at your school that you feel has set you on a certain path for your future? A core memory, I guess.
One big memory I have of last year specifically was when we actually went to the state capitol, Olympia, and we presented to legislators about the impacts of microplastic and how we could help to solve that problem that we're facing in our waters and in the environment. So I found that really cool.
That's awesome.
See, Ernesto is talking about the actual political work we've done. For me, that was kind of just a day. The thing that honestly stuck with me more was when we spent last year working on building canoes and stuff like that, which was really fun. Just all the handwork and all stuff like that. If you can't tell, I'm very much someone who enjoys having stuff to do. So that entire experience, what I was able to get out of it, I very much appreciate and value.
Do you guys have friends from other schools, or do you know people who go to a typical high school?
Yeah.
How do you think do you think your experience has been really different from theirs? Or there are the obvious differences the class sizes and the content that you're learning, but do you feel there's anything else that's different, that's a big difference to you?
Okay. For me, the biggest difference is the way that everything is framed. So because, once again, we are a maritime school, everything is framed within a maritime context. For instance, with math right now, they have us doing math to figure out, hey, if you want to set up a boatyard or dockyard business, how much are your services going to cost? How much is it going to cost to rent the land, stuff like that? What is your average cost per month just to keep the business running? What's that going to be? And I feel like that does differ very much compared to my friends who are doing more typical math worksheets and stuff like that, which is both appreciated and also can get a little out of hand, because with that sort of math thing, numbers get out of hand very quickly.
Everyone knows how regular high school works. You kind of just sit and go to the campus to do the work. But we are a lot more involved with the community, of course. We're trying to protect it and just engage with it more in general so that more people, including ourselves, can gain interest. And so, a lot of the times in a regular high school, you don't go out and talk to professionals in whatever you're researching every week. And so I think that's a big part as well.
Thank you guys for your time
Hey,
today. It's been
Would you
awesome.
rather be a wizard or a mermaid?
Wizard. Okay,
Why?
think of it. If you're a wizard, you could use magic to do whatever you want. You could be a mermaid, or you can become a bird. You can fly through the air. You can cause the earth to rise up. If you're a wizard, you can do anything. If you're a mermaid, you're just a fancy fish.
I love it. What about you? Wizard?
I'd say
Because of
wizard.
that logic? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I also just don't want to be sea locked all the time.
Yeah.
As much as I love the ocean, I prefer to be able to stay on land.
Come on, the mountains are beautiful.